Okay guys, it is September 20th, 2017, and after working on my leg for the last 2 days on my day job, it is obvious that I have re-injured it. I've re-torn the MCL this time. There's a red splotch of blood inside the skin right around the sheath where the MCL runs, and that's because I tore it again. So it was a strange motion I made at the motorcycle races on the bike in a morning practice. I probably didn't warm up enough, or whatever. So the triathlon that was scheduled for the 24th, this Sunday, is an impossibility. I have screwed this up. I have done this to myself. And I chose to go ahead and film this admission so that you can learn from it. I was told and I was warned by professional PT people and by coworkers that are athletes in the know that I was doing too much too soon. And I knew better. I was excited to be getting progress in my training, and that positive experience was giving me positive emotions, and I wanted to keep that going. And I lost focus of the real goal, and I hurt myself again. And now I got to postpone the triathlon until spring because I need another month or two to heal up a torn ligament. Good news is that the motorcycle races, there was another New Jersey championship that I didn't know about that a friend of mine pointed out. So we actually won 9 number 1 plates this year. So that's 9 motorcycle championships, but 0 triathlons. So anyway, I'm going to do some gear shifting on how to train. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to start all over a second time. I'm going to experiment with some barefoot running at real short distances to learn the running technique better. The evidence that I have reviewed has convinced me, and I'm sure that everybody with an opinion would like to leave a comment below, and you're welcome to do that. But the evidence that I have researched has convinced me that if you learn to run barefoot for short, controlled distances, you will improve the safety of your stride. You will. You can't heel strike if you don't have any padding on your heels, especially if you're 200 plus pounds like me. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn to do some very short controlled distances barefoot so that I learn to strike on the top, the front of my foot instead of heel striking. I'm going to learn to run like this. I watched some video footage of some of the Western States ultra marathoners and some of the hard rock ultra marathoners. The guy that made those videos, I don't know his name right off the top of my head, Billy J. Billy. If I got your name wrong, I apologize, but your films are awesome and they're motivating, and I really appreciate the time you spent doing them. And watching those guys run, they run slow because they're running 100 miles up the mountains, okay? But they run the way that I already was running, where I just fall forward and keep my feet behind me so that I'm not striding out and pulling for speed. They're already doing that, but they're also striking on the pads of their feet, on the ball of their feet, not on the heel. And they're doing it in the dirt, and they're doing it on the asphalt. So there's nobody that's going to convince me that a sprinter who's sprinting for speed has a safer running technique than a group of ultra marathoners who are successfully doing multiple 100-mile runs every year without injury. If you can do 2 or 3 100-mile events a year without injuring your legs and safely survive the training for that, my God, people, think about it. Then what you're doing is the safest way to run. And I don't care what the podiatrists say. I don't care what the shoe companies will send their reps out to say. I don't care about the trolling on the internet. I don't care. I want to know who's running the farthest, training the most, without hurting themselves. Who is that? Well, I would say anybody that's completed a Western States event in the last 5 years would qualify. And these folks are running with their feet behind them, or at most under them, but not in front of them. They're not reaching in front of their body with their legs. And they're also not heel striking. You know, and when you look at the Born to Run documentaries and the New Mexican Indian tribes and the evidence that Mr. Douglas has come out with all that, I mean, it's pretty convincing to me that at least experimenting with this is going to help me with my safety. Is it going to make me run faster? Hell no. No way. My feet are nowhere near ready for this. I've been fat and overweight for a decade now, and I'm not a runner. So my feet are, there's 2 big giant strikes against them for doing this. So I'm not an idiot. I know I got to ease into this. But then again, I am an idiot because I don't ease into anything, and that's why I can't do the triathlon Sunday, and that's why I'm a failure in my sports training right now, because I'm a moron. So if I can put down some written goals and a written schedule on how to stay focused with this barefoot running, and minimize my mileage while my tendon, and I mean my ligaments are healing. Well, in other words, while my leg is re-healing, I can't run far anyway, and my feet can't take it anyway. So in another week or 2, when I can, I'm going to start some short, small, basic pad striking with bare feet. And I've said already in these videos many times, if all you can do is a leg lift, do 1, then do 2, then do 3, then walk, then run. So I'm past the leg lifts, but I can't walk and I can't run. So I'm going to heal up another week. And then I'm going to probably just walk barefoot. And then I'll run barefoot. And then I'll run barefoot a little bit more. And by the time I get to that stage, I'll probably be sore. And I'll feel it out and we'll go from there. So all I can do right now is control my diet. This is a vegetarian salad. I'm not morally a vegetarian. I do eat meat. I do hunt and kill my own meat. I kill deer and eat them and prepare them myself. And I feed venison to my Labrador, and we're a carnivorous family, and I believe in that for spiritual and biblical reason. But I also believe that a body is healthier if you eat way more vegetables and fruit than meat. I think meat should be a small part of our diet, and I think dairy and eggs should be a small part of our diet. So I'm maintaining about an 85% vegetarian style, fruit style diet. I'm eating bananas every morning for breakfast, and I'm eating salads like this. I know there's extra carbs in the chips or whatever, but whatever. It's a you know, vegetable salad. So I'm gonna do that while I'm healing to try to keep too much weight from pounding back on. That's it. That's where we're at. So these videos are real. They're heartfelt. They're painful. It's embarrassing for me to have to admit this stuff, that I've hurt myself and taken a big step back. It sucks that I had to cancel the triathlon and let myself down with that. But you know, this is life. A friend of mine said, "Oh, well, why don't you just restart all your videos and redo all this a second time after you heal and just leave all this first part out?" No, that's fake as all get out, man. No, that's fake. I'm filming the training that I'm doing to go complete a triathlon. That's what I'm doing. And if you're older, or if you're overweight, or if you've never done this before and you have health problems or injuries, or you're scared of the training and somebody has turned you onto my videos for that reason, then bless God, you're going to see the whole deal, the real deal. And the whole deal and the real deal is that I started doing way too much, way too early, and I hurt myself. That's it. That's it. Nobody else to blame but me. So, yeah, I'm going to film this. You're going to see this. But that's just going to make it that much more sweeter when I finish my first triathlon. Because it's coming. It is coming. I'm going to do 10Ks. I'm going to learn to swim correctly. I'm going to finish triathlons. We're going to do this thing. And we're going to do it together. And you're going to see it happen. But me doing too much and injuring myself is a realistic thing that many of you could go through as well. So don't let it get you down. If you've already done that, don't let it stop you. Don't get back on the couch, because I swear to you, however much